topic is people-centered, and I'm going to talk about public health. This presentation will discuss the issues in global health allied with CNA's readiness plan, provision of case studies, and the proposed action plans based from the case studies. There are two major types of diseases emerge as an issue in global health: the non-communicable diseases, such as injuries, heart diseases, and the other is communicable diseases, such as malaria and all other vaccine-preventable diseases. From these two types, the case involving the latter globally is decreasing, while the former is increasing. Rich countries, which are usually those that are under the first world category, had the non-communicable diseases as the dominant cause of death. By using numbers to quantify, in 2017, 73.41% of the deaths by cause reported worldwide include cardiovascular diseases, cancers, diabetes, and respiratory diseases. In comparison, Australia alone has 90.77% of that same year. In 2018, by looking closely to CNA, the top 5 causes of death as per shown on the figure. Why are we talking about this, and why is it important? A healthy community is a prepared community. Knowing the common causes of death within a geographic location is just one of the elements to consider in planning for a strategic approach in strengthening the wellness of the target community. In CNA's plan for resilience, it mentions that health services, particularly in Western Sydney, has almost 10% fewer hospital beds per 100,000 residents comparing with others. It also has boards to staff. However, since the demand for patients and the rate for admissions are increasing, attending for enough health service is a challenging priority. Aligning with the current actions towards improvement of healthier Sydney community, one advocate is to make the health presence accessible to many. Currently, those who have private cars can have an easy and convenient way to go to health centers, while others need to use services such as online booking. According to WHO's ranking of the World Health System, France has the most significant healthcare system. All cities within France uses the emergency ambulance service called SAMU. Since it spreads across the cities, it's easier for paramedics and medics to respond quickly on accidents to provide first aid and support assistance before the patient is transferred to the nearest hospitals. At the same time, pharmacies are well equipped and common medicines are available to GP. Specialist consultation fees are uniform across the country. Within the framework of the French healthcare system, patients are only billed for a bit proportion in staying in the hospitals, enabling the patient to stay longer in the hospital without financial difficulties. France is also known for its use of technology in healthcare, as the country believes that a technology will benefit healthcare system. The company recently plans to launch its web service in its major cities. Its purpose is to facilitate the exchange of information between patients and all healthcare service providers through secure servers. It provides proper support for the national health card currently in use in France, which keeps all medical records of patients. The United States also has many flaws when it comes to its healthcare service system. It allows private companies to continue innovating in order to support the company. Ambulance can be seen within California, New York, and Colorado. It's like an Uber, but with EMTs on board. Founded by Stan Wysocki, Ambulance mission is to revolutionize patient transportation. The patient will not summon for an ambulance themselves, and it will up to the healthcare professional to use the service. As long as there is a nurse or any registered healthcare professional within an area, ambulance can be immediately requested. Every ambulance vehicle has different sets of medical equipment and a certain number of EMTs. Ambulance has a plan to collaborate with Uber to provide the most for its consumers. The billing is also facilitated within the app, and it's also linked to the patient's insurance. Reflecting on the current healthcare system framework in France, it's more on a preventive type of approach that makes the country unique. CNA can also adopt the same concept by allocating more resources and funds to support pharmacy supply. Centralizing the medical supplies to pharmacies will make it increase its stocks and serve the community better. Governments should standardize more the rate of GP fees and medical supplies. Taking advantage of technology is also one approach to consider. CNA can also adopt the concept of a revolutionized medical transport by the help of private firms that are an expert in the field of transportation, plus the help to medical experts to come up with a right level of paired services. That is all references I referred to the presentation. Thanks for your time.